Hey everybody, Sylvia K, and today I'm going to be canning up some meatloaf. So I have some uh, 80/20 ground meat, and I got a whole 2.28 pounds for $11.38, and that's about what most of this costs. And I'm also going to mix it with some ground pork. And the pork was really reasonable. It's only $5.43 for 1.21 pounds. Now to this, I'm going to add some grated onions and some minced garlic and some shredded carrots and some bell pepper and about 5 eggs and a little bit of oregano and a little bit of Italian breadcrumbs. Now, I'm not going to tell you how to make your meatloaf because everybody's got their own way of making meatloaf, and I really don't have a meatloaf recipe. I don't really follow recipes except for baking, and but the main thing is that you want to process it in a wide mouth jar, either quarts or pints. And pints will be for 75 minutes, quarts will be for an hour and a half. And also, this is not an approved USDA canning recipe. But if you follow the canning directions for how to process meat, it's absolutely a safe recipe. But like I said, do it at your own discretion. You could also take this and put it in a little muffin tin and bake them, and then after they're baked you can take them out and put them in individual Ziploc bags, and you could have little mini meatloaves. I do that. I used to do it, but I'm trying to reserve my freezer space, so that's why I'm starting to can things now. So I'm going to get this all mixed up here. It's a big volcanic mess. Okay, I've got this mixed up really, really good now. And so now I'm going to put it in the jars. And the best way to do that is to make a little ball. Put it down in there. And you want to make sure you have no air pockets in here. And you want to leave a little extra headspace in these too. Now, main thing you want to make sure of, since you were getting grease all and meat and everything on the outside of these jars, and especially along the rims, what I did first before I'm going to start using my vinegar on these, is I took a paper towel and went around the edge of them really, really good to get as much of anything that was on there off. And so now I'm just going to make sure I get everybody nice and clean here. Because if you have grease on your rims, then chances are you're not going to get a good seal. And you're just wasting your time, money, and energy if you don't do things right. Now the other thing to remember too is only tighten down your bands finger tight. Whoops. Okay, so I managed to get a double decker in my 921 All-American canner, and since this is a raw pack and your jars are cold, make sure that your canner is also cold. The water in the can are cold. And when you start your flame, start it out low and slow and gradually increase it. And then once your steam starts, vent it for 10 minutes and let it pressure cook for 75 minutes. And you'll have some meatloaf. Okay, so there's my meatloaf. They're still bubbling. I just took them out of the canner. They were in there for 75 minutes. And this will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 meals I will have. And all I got to do is, when I get ready to eat these, is just set the jar in some really warm water to loosen them up and slide them out and heat them up in the microwave or in the oven, however you want to heat them up. Have some mashed potatoes and put some ketchup or make me a tomato-based gravy to go with them. So that's all there is for today. Hope everybody's well. Don't forget to subscribe. See you later. Bye.